Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough video, we're still at Act 2 in the Shadow Cursed Lands. This time we'll go ahead and end Day 8. Plus also do Art's quest advance a step for 2. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dungeon Dragon video games that are builds, guides, or walkthroughs just like this. Now, in the last video, what we did was we defeated the mean locks. That was fun. So now let's go ahead and do some things before we end the day. So here's the deal, everyone. Now, I'm going to try to get an inspirational point from Cullagh, even though I already got 4 extra experience points. The problem might be is because if I talk to Isobel, because I've talked to her, yeah, I might not get the, do a long rest in the Shadow Cursed Lands. That might be the issue there. That's the only thing. But if that happens, that's all right. I'm going to attempt to do it anyways. Let me go ahead and organize some stuff. Put it, of course, at the camp. I'm not going to use. And then I'll definitely end the day. This was a good and long day. It was worth it. So basically, I explored, I should say, 1/3 of the Cursed Shadow Lands and did what I did. Some of the fights I had to go bare bones, but you know what? That's all right. I'm going to go ahead and attempt this inspirational point anyways. If I don't get it, it's okay. This is perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and set up camp and start a long rest because I'm going to need it. I'm going to speak to everybody. They have their own opinions about the Tadpoles. I just want to hear out on everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and speak with everyone. I will be back after.
2 of us.
Danger! No good will come of devouring a gate worm, no matter what you might think. Mark my words, this power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Gladly.
Well, no tentacles yet. I suppose we can consider that a success.
Come on then, don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles? No sudden cravings for a more cerebral diet? Replete with ribaldry as always. Well, you could provide no better proof that you are not, in fact, about to turn into a Mindflayer. Famously humorless, Illithids, the tyrannical enslavement of all other living creatures hardly lends itself to levity. Should your wit begin to suffer, only then must we worry. Was there another matter you wish to discuss?
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. It's been known to happen.
Feeling illithid? You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more Mindflayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout. We don't know what these tadpoles are capable of.
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself. Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked Father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a Lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right. What else is on your mind?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Well, our party had different opinions about me eating some tadpoles, so this way I get some Mindflayer powers. Yeah, I had to get that. For now, I'm getting rid of all this junk, then talk to more people, and of course resume one quest before sleeping for the day. So let's go ahead and do the rest of that.
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Here's the deal. Halsin will be where Art is at the Last Light Inn when you do end the day. It is time to end day 8. It's done and over with, so it is time for a very good rest. A lot of cutscenes will happen. I will return when they're all done.
Playtime's over, pet.
Ah, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting them out. Will, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting his priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here, and getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic, as if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. It's its fear of me. It's desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. Can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right.
That is a lot to take in. Look like Mizora might be vulnerable in some form, but still she's desperate. Sounds like we have to look for an asset for Zariel. That's a good thing. Might get Will out of that pack, which is very good. As I did mention, so when you end a day, in other words, you do a long rest, Halsin will now be, you guessed it, at the Last Light Inn. He'll help out Art, or attempt to, which is a very good thing. So we'll go this way. We'll go ahead and try to talk to Art and see what Halsin has to say also. Now, unfortunately, I cannot advance the next step of the quest for one huge reason. It's because I'm not at the Moonrise Tower area. Good idea to do all that in the Moonrise Tower area before going into the actual tower, just saying. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Art.
Daniel and me are... climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it. Without Daniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man. I don't deserve you, my friend.
Daniel and me are... climbing up tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him.
Well, looks like Art did say someone else's name, so that is a good thing. Yeah, Art is in a curse, so hopefully we could get him out of that curse. Otherwise, yeah, things will not be good at all. 100 years, that is crazy. Okay, that's the Masons Guild. That's that area, so as long as I don't go to the big circle for Moonrise Tower, everything should be 100% okay. Otherwise, yeah, bad things will happen and such. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and go towards the entrance to Last Light Inn, where our Harper friends are at, because that's what we're going to do in the next video, is the ambush. Still, I did get a lot from day 8, which was good, and of course my spell slots are definitely fine. Yeah, we're all set and good to go for this ambush. So once I get to the spot, it is definitely time for a nice recap. Here's a recap for this video. I figured it was time to end day 8, which I did. Talk to everybody in my party what they thought about me eating some tadpoles for powers. It was interesting. And then after that, tell Halsin about Art. He's now at the Last Light Inn. Mizora sounds like she's in trouble, so hopefully that could be a key to get Will out of that pact. After that, I met our dream visitor once again. She's happy to use some tadpoles for her powers. Still, she's like too, eager for me to do that. So I have to definitely keep an eye on that dream visitor, even though she is very helpful. After that, I went to the Last Light Inn starting the day. And of course, I talked to Halsin on what's going on. He said, Art said a name, so we have to get a clue on that. This is it for my Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough, Shadow Cursed Lands, Day 8 end video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night. Do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner, or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.